folks, Dan and Josh at the Acoustic Centre. Joshy, I have 4 guitars for you today. These are fantastic. This is the new line from Epiphone. It's their Inspired by Gibson custom shop range. So first came the Inspired by Gibson models. They've been around for a while. They've leveled up,
yeah,
and they have gone to the Inspired by Gibson custom shop range.
Yep.
These guitars are incredible. Now, it's not often that we're the first to have anything down here in our little corner of the world, but I have scoured the internet.
The interwebs.
And I cannot find anywhere else that seems to have these guitars anywhere, like, in the world. So I'm thinking that Epiphone may have built them just for us.
Well, or just you and me. You know?
Now, I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but they're very new, and we have just got them this week. I got 4 models for you, kicking off with this, the 1942 Banner J45. So just like Gibson offer the 42 custom shop banner, this is an Epiphone version of it.
Yeah.
They have thrown every desirable spec you could ever want in a guitar at these. It's remarkable.
Incredible.
What's your first impression?
Well, I'm amazed.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, I'm amazed at the sound. So just play it. I tuned all the guitars up before we started recording and thought, oh, well, that sounds like what you expect from that style of guitar. So J45, I was like, oh, honky, you know, earthy, rustic sounding.
Yeah.
But wow, I mean, it's amazing. The setup is really, really good from the get-go. I haven't touched these guitars. All I've done is tune them. And this finish, we're going to be raving about this finish.
Right.
But I don't know what to call it. It's like it feels like, particularly the neck, when you have a satin finish neck and you play it for a while and then that satin buffs up. So you've got that buffed satin finish. That's what it feels like. And just like as a little aside, I noticed that this finish is really, it doesn't make any noise, which is important for recording acoustic guitars. It doesn't, you can make it make a little bit of swooshing sound, but it doesn't go, you know, squeak. It doesn't squeak and squawk. So
when we cracked them out of the box, everyone who came and looked at them, the first thing we all said was, look at the finish on these guitars. They are beautifully finished. Yeah,
and this is very lightweight too. So it feels like a J45 weight. So, I mean, this is another thought. You ask about first impressions. I always thought of them as like figurines too. Gibsons are such desirable guitars because they're so beautiful and they all look so different. You know, when you're a kid and you go, okay, I want the whole collection of like, of those cars or like Transformers or whatever it is.
Yeah.
This, I thought, okay, I want the Hummingbird, I want the J45, I want the Dove, and I want the J200, you know, because
I've got them all here for you.
Who doesn't want all those guitars?
Right, right. Let's have one more taste.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that sound.
Beautiful
at
sound.
all. And sorry, you get the next guitar I just mentioned. It also comes with an LR Bags pickup.
Yeah, Element.
Yeah, so it's actually ready to go. So volume and tone,
Yep.
volume tone control right there
Compression.
as well.
Exactly.
What he's referring to is that there's a little compression circuit in this actual pickup, so it's like a little bit sweeter in the top end. It's a good pickup, that's for sure.
That's a great guitar. Rosewood, fretboard and bridge. I'm sticking with short scale here, Joshy.
Okay.
Going from round shoulder to square. Same short scale length, 24.75, I think. This is the Hummingbird, and look at the colours.
I know. That's what I said. I said I want to get the whole collection. I want to have them all on the wall.
Yeah.
Because, like...
So every one of these,
of course you do,
all solid genuine timbers, genuine solid mahogany, genuine solid spruce, thermally aged spruce, Joshy.
And the scratch plates look authentic too, like the beveled kind of square, big chunky scratch plate.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a listen.
Go for it.
All right. Let's play this song. Oh. Well. One more time. I'll get it right this time. G.
Hummingbirds.
That's
The
that
older I
sound.
get, the more I come round on the Hummingbird
Yeah.
sound. It's so sweet and warm. It's kind of forgiving. It's a great strumming sound.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry
just-
about the mistakes there, but yeah, exactly.
It's soft and
It's funny, isn't it? This is mahogany square shoulder, but it's not as like old school sounding as a J45.
right.
It's a completely
Not quite as
different
midi,
sound.
Not quite as mid-range.
And I just love that aesthetic. Like the other one had the small
White
are they
buttons.
butterbean? Is that what they call that? Anyway, I don't know what they call
white
them.
buttons, I
White
think.
buttons, and
Yeah.
these got the old tulips
I
on it.
love those.
And I mean, again, that satin buffed. I don't know what to call
Yeah.
it. It's glossy, but it's not quite glossy. But it's flawless. These have been finished to perfection. I'm just astonished.
They've got the colour of that just perfect.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Give
So
us one more taste of that. As a good friend of ours would say, sounds like an old record.
I know he's talking about that.
Interesting neck on that one. Nice
Yeah.
thick neck. It's not massive, but it's just a bit thicker than the 45.
Yeah, I like the feel of that neck. It just actually feels just a bit more substantial here, a little bit more meat on the back, and what a guitar.
That's like, what's the year on that one? 1960, I think they've based it on.
1960 Hummingbird.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
As I said, I want them. I want them all.
Okay, well, check this out, because I've got the 63 Dove, and this
Now,
is
oh.
another one that they have absolutely nailed the look of that. I love
Look at it.
doves. You know I love a dove.
Well, that's a nice sort of little rhyming couplet there. Love dove.
25 and a half inch scale.
Okay,
We've gone
scale.
long. We've
Okay.
gone long.
Okay. You can hear that clarity. Yeah, as you said, maple.
Got some grunt.
And is this the mahogany or maple neck on this one?
That's a good question. Oh, that is maple, I reckon.
And I like how they've like the little diamond, the two.
I noticed this closed. They're a sort of a tulip shape too.
But this little,
oh, look at that.
yeah,
Okay.
on the back of all the,
Yeah.
it's like the.
Yeah.
Which is basically it's like two diamonds joined together. Epiphone and Gibson coming together. It's basically what that symbol means.
Okay.
You'll see it on the label on the inside
Yeah.
too. But anyway, that's just a little observation.
I love the Dove. It's got a bit more grunt than the Hummingbird.
That's the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Such an underrated guitar.
I like that darker finish on the top too. So
That's a beautiful looking guitar.
wow. Well, whole collection. I need the whole collection now. Might as well move right on to this one
Got something for you.
This is pretty special, I reckon.
Look at that. SJ200. Have we got a year on this one?
Well,
Pre-war.
it's going to be a pre-war, yeah, 'cause it's rosewood.
Because it's rosewood.
Yeah.
Well spotted. Indian rosewood back and side. Solid, genuine rosewood. Unbelievable guitar.
Yeah, that looks absolutely amazing.
Have a taste of that.
So,
I've always said there's only two reasons I'd buy an Epiphone. They sound great and they're beautifully built.
I love this here. So you got this black pinstripe
Two-piece.
two-piece
Yep.
neck, maple neck,
Yes, thermally cured.
thermally cured maple neck, and you've got this piece of like it's like lamination on the back. It's just
Almost like a stinger, you'd call it.
yeah, it looks stunning. It actually, I'm just amazed. These guitars are amazing.
Yeah.
Bit of Jimmy Page. Sorry, there's a little bit out of tune there. I should have tuned this a little bit more. Apologies for
it
that. But it's
happens.
pretty close.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a J200.
Oh, it sounds
it's just,
amazing.
it's big and round. I love these rosewood J200s.
Yeah, they're always
that
amazing.
we've kind of like we've only really learned about those this last couple of years.
Yeah. Joshy,
Look at it.
Genuine ebony board, genuine ebony moustache bridge. Should have mentioned the bone, the nut and saddle are both genuine bone. I mean,
Ears.
Imperials. They've got the look right. They've gone
Full Grover Imperials.
There you go. The old school script Epiphone logo.
Yeah.
It's all age looking the way they've
Is it
coloured
the Gibson headstock though, or is it the Epiphone headstock?
I'll tell you, I noticed something. I noticed something with the Dove. With the Dove back in the store. I looked at it next to the Gibson Dove we have. This is a really sleek, headstock. The Dove that we have in the shop is a bit wider.
Yeah.
I love a narrow headstock though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And the strings they have a little bit more direct travel too. So tuning stability is another thing.
That looks pretty close to the original headstock to me. It might be a bit different.
Well, as I said, I want the whole collection, please.
Have the whole collection.
On the wall. I want them there, and I want to sit there in my room and look at all of them.
Yeah. Something I've noticed about all of them is the inside of the rosette while you're playing them is a really finished. They've sort of finished it with the colour. It's almost a tortoise shell or a dark strip. These guitars have blown us away. They're about half the price of the parent company models, Joshy.
Great.
The case they come with, incredible cases with that vintage correct purple interior.
There's a lot of artists around at the moment that I've noticed in Australia. There's always been a big country circuit in Australia too, and since we've got some amazing young country artists playing, I've noticed a lot of them gravitating towards guitars of the aesthetic as well. So you don't want to necessarily take out your super duper vintage J200, but you might want to take something like this out that's ready to rock.
Sure.
You know, it's got the pickup in it.
Yeah.
It's got, for all intents and purposes, it sounds just absolutely fantastic acoustically, but yeah, it's ready to go acoustically.
Cannot bang on about the finish work enough, can we? I'm just looking at that in the light. Incredible. There you have it, folks. All 4 models in stock of the Epiphone inspired by Gibson custom acoustic range. Check them out on our website. Joshy, take us out with a few chords.